Is up, guys? It is Nerd Flannels, and we're back in Lake Coral, and we're gonna be starting on the downtown of the city. We've been building all these districts. I have built like what? How many districts now? 4 at this point, 5, 6. We built so many districts, but I think it's time to go ahead and go into Center City. We will also be building Koreatown along with it. But Center City is going to really take this project to another level. We already have transit connections. I've already made sure I did all of that first. We have we have one right here in the Center City. We also have some in Capitol Square, Uptown. You know, the city is pretty connected. 2 transit lines, and we might even be getting a LTR. Oh wait, LRT in the next video. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to see how this is going to turn out. So let's get straight into it. So I'm going to be starting around here in the center of the city. Instead of me calling it downtown Lake Coral, I went with Center City. And I've been doing that with a lot of my builds so far because honestly, I feel like downtown gets pretty repetitive, and maybe Center City will become repetitive at some point, but I enjoy Center City a lot more because it makes my city feel more real. Because everywhere has a downtown, but does everyone have a Center City? The Center City is going to be a lot more blocky. It's going to have the traditional square grid, square/rectangle grid, unlike other parts of my city that has the more wonky roads, curvy roads. This one is going to have more of a square grid, so I can make sure, you know, I can place every single building, because a lot of buildings are made within the square grid. So if I try to place this, for example, let's find us a building to use for the example, this building right here, it just doesn't work in a lot of scenarios. It could work, I can make it work, but it just will be easier and probably look better if I just started with a square grid. Okay, this is gonna be our first building. At one point I was gonna have a build limit, or what would you say, a power limit, because I wanted the medieval castle to be the tallest building in the city, that or a church, or maybe the Capitol building, so anything governmental. But I was like, that's kind of boring. No one wants to look at a city that's so boring and basic. So I kind of took away the tower limit, so you can build a tower how tall you want to in the city. I don't discriminate. So first we're gonna put in this building right here, which we've already put in. It looks marvelous, as you can see. Look at that beauty. And we're gonna put in another type of building. Let's see what we have in this. And we have the Blockbuster. Now, I don't want to use these buildings at the Walmart, the Blockbuster, the McDonald's. Maybe we can use McDonald's and like maybe put something on top of it. You guys should tell me in the comments, or if I should keep this fast food free. You know, if you don't want any fast food in the city, I can help do that. But first, we're gonna add us some offices. I am gonna be using some of the zone tool. We only have $900,000, so hopefully this saves our city. Let's see how much this building cost. How much does it cost? It doesn't say. Maybe it doesn't cost anything. Maybe it's a free building. Maybe we're getting this building from the government for free. They're helping us out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's free. So yeah, our skyline won't be too massive because it just will look super Dubai-ish if I did that. I'm starting to realize that in a lot of my cities, building super tall skyscrapers actually hurts the skyline. I mean, tell me a city you've seen aside from like New York or Chicago where a lot of skyscrapers actually make the skyline looks better. You know, this building is called it's in a different language, I can't read it, but it's an office building and it looks really nice for this area. It fits in very well. I'm also going to be doing some surfaces, of course. You know, we have to do the surfaces to make it look a little bit more realistic. I'm not that big of a detailer, but anytime I add surfaces in my city, it just make everything sparkle and look beautiful. Let's see. But I won't just add a simple surface. I'm gonna add something on top of it. For example, I'm gonna add some decals. We can do, let's see what kind of decals we have. Maybe a bit of stain right here in this area. I'm gonna do my my stuff gradually. I don't want to like rush into putting all of the decals, because if I do that, it's just gonna make my city look ugly. And we're gonna also be adding some commercial. This is one of my favorite buildings right here. I wish we get more buildings like this. There we go. And that's our first plot right there. Not perfect, but it works. We can actually build it closer to the street if we want it. We're gonna put in a commercial alleyway with fountains. We're gonna put that all around. Some of these. Put some seats in. Make sure we give it that pop. There we go. And then we will be adding some more stuff. Let's see what we have in here. We have Hotel Mondial. This is gonna fit perfect because we need some more hotels in our city. I feel like we're lacking when it comes to hotels. I'm gonna build this kind of near the train, so that people that are traveling from the airport are traveling into the city for the first time, they can come straight to Hotel Mondial. And this would be our first hotel. I'm gonna be putting the first building in Koreatown. The reason I was making a Koreatown because of all of these cool assets. They're made by can't pronounce it, Uzacha. I think that's how you pronounce it, Uzacha. These are some really cool looking like marts or whatever you want to call it. They look really cool. And they've been adding a lot of stuff. So I was like, maybe I should just build a designated district for like all of the Korean stores and like shopping centers, because I couldn't really just put it into my normal city, obviously. Honestly, I probably could, because the E-Mart, that could be E-Mart anywhere. Also have some HEBs. It's gonna be a really weird city. We have like some Texas stores in here. We have some stores from Korea. We have like Japanese stores. So it's gonna be a really weird city, but I'm gonna make sure everything matches up and that the districts don't clash with each other. But look at that looks beautiful. It's gonna be E-Mart, and let's see what else we have in here. I think we have another asset, Korean asset. I'd have to find it. Oh yeah, home plus supermarket. I'm gonna put that one. Let's see. I'll probably put that one in uptown because it's like way too close to each other. That looks good. You also need to have parking. Unfortunately, we need parking. I don't like parking, but you know, it's realistic because I am still building an American city after all, and it probably would need parking. And just fill this in with like some mature trees. I wish there was like just a way the trees won't die. I don't understand what's the point of that. I wish we can like disable that, to be honest. I know there's mods, but I kind of just want it to be in the actual game for trees not to die. But look at that. That looks cool. This is Home Plus. So I'm starting off putting all of my unique buildings first because I'm going to build stuff around it rather than like putting it in the middle of my city. I'm going to have it be built around my other buildings so I can kind of see where they would fit. Because these are some big buildings, you know? So I have to make sure they'll be able to fit. Look at that. That's a really big building. But that's probably going to be the max amount of unique buildings I'm going to use. The rest is pretty much going to be zoned in. Okay, I'm starting on something new. I'm gonna call this the Center City Park, and the reason why is because there's not many buildings I can actually even fit right here, and you know, I don't want to just jam pack a bunch of skyscrapers together, so I thought it would just be a good idea to build a park, a very, very long park that goes through the entire Center City in Uptown all the way up into Pacifico. This is going to be a very important part of my city. It's going to really showcase how good my city is. I would think it would, because when you look at it, it's gonna really show that you can build a city without it being for cars. But that's gonna be another episode, guys. I mean, I have to remind myself. I don't want to do everything in one episode, but it's gonna be a sample. We're gonna turn the city from a car-centric hellhole to a beautiful, walkable paradise. But that's going to be another episode. Today, we're going to focus mainly on building this downtown. But for right now, I'll start with this park that is going to go miles. we're kind of building it off center a little bit. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to figure that out. we're gonna do that next episode. I'll focus more on the downtown arc right now. I'll be using the Netherlands pack still to make sure it matches with the buildings. We're gonna be using the Netherlands pack, and we're gonna be using the Denmark pack to make sure the buildings are matching. Because I know it's like a cutoff right here with the highway, but I still want to, you know, showcase that it's the same city. Just the highway destroyed a lot of the more historical places in the city. We're losing a lot of money, but you know, we're gaining a lot of money as well. Look at that. We're getting a lot of money. We're not building too much spectacular stuff. A lot of stuff we can't even afford, honestly. So we're going to see if this is going to be a profitable downtown. I think it will. We need to make sure we don't just spam in these buildings, and I need to put a little more time into thinking about how I want to plan out the city and not just put buildings down. We have this nice hotel right here. This should bring in a lot of tourism. It's near transit, one of the most important transit lines in the city that pretty much takes you everywhere you need. And this is what I'm going to do, something controversial, guys. I am going to build an HEB downtown. Now, people typically build this in the suburbs, but I just put it downtown because I'm like, why does it matter? Now, it does interfere with some of the buildings nearby, but I can erase that. I can erase some of this stuff. I think that it would go perfect downtown because one of my pet peeves when I live in the city's downtown is there's no proper grocery store. You know, you have delis, you have convenience stores, but I need me a proper fucking Walmart. But I need to be mixed use, and this one is going to be a perfectly mixed use build. Look at that. It's perfectly in there. It's mixed use. Honestly, I just plopped it down, and look how perfect that was, guys. You've seen me. I didn't even think it. I was like, oh, I see this HEB right here. I'm going to just place it down underneath these buildings. And it actually fit right. It fit right in. I would just have to eliminate some of this stuff over here. And yeah, look at that. It looks perfect. That way, the city has an actual supermarket, which would be HEB. I'm also going to do the same thing with McDonald's, but I'm going to have to destroy a lot of stuff at the McDonald's since it's literally made for cars. What we're going to do is going to have to destroy this entire parking lot. That's why I have extra bulldozer mod. It makes it perfect for when you're doing something like this. Wait, actually, I want to put this on the main street. I don't want to put this right here. We're going to put this on the main strip. We're going to put it in Uptown. We're going to put it all the way north to Uptown. Put it probably right there. I'm going to destroy all of these parking spots so no one can park. It'll be more of a walk-in only. Destroy this. And we're going to probably make this a nice mixed-use building. First, we're going to start with doing you're going to already put a already mixed-use building, which is this brickwork mixed level 1 4x4. We're going to put that in there. That way, it won't look too stupid. It's also the same color as the McDonald's, funny enough. We're going to put that behind McDonald's. And then, right here, we're going to put the taller one this way. Now, it says no car access. Unfortunately, this building doesn't allow me to build it without cars being needed. So I'm going to use this one. Basically going to eliminate... Actually, we can leave that part. We can leave that and just make sure no one can come in that way. Rather than putting it on top of it, because I don't think that will look right. And that'd be slightly unrealistic for a city like mine. You really only see that in like New York City or maybe Chicago or something like that, where it's like super dense. I don't think my city's that dense to be needing an entire like little area for it. But look at that. That allows me to put a McDonald's and also some housing nearby, which conveniently enough is across from the station. So this is going to be a really important area for my city. Let's see, we're going to have a pedestrian path that goes right around here so that we can make sure we put a train station to some use. Have it going through there, and boom, look at that. So once we get to upgrading Uptown, this is going to be a really important spot. It connects to the train. You can already see there's a lot of people here, so people will take the train to get them some good old McDonald's. Let's see. I don't want there to be too many lights, so I'm going to take this one away right here. You're gonna just have to run across the road, get hit by an 18-wheeler or something. Yeah, right here, I'm gonna make sure we do mainly Netherlands pack or something low level but dense, because I feel like if I put a bunch of towers in the capital square, it's not gonna look right. I kind of want to have it looking similar to Washington DC, where it's the tallest building in Capitol Square or Uptown would probably be the Capitol building. But I'm gonna make sure I keep it kind of high density in Center City, because I want to show off our power. I want to show how powerful our city can be, and as you can see, it's already looking pretty powerful already. So let's add some more stuff. We're gonna go with a Target. That's gonna be, you know what, we won't do a Target. We're gonna go with a bank. We probably shouldn't do a bank either. We're gonna figure something out. To finish this off, this is going to bring in the city, because you know what, Quit Place doesn't have a downtown that has a part that has like a couple low-income buildings. We're going to make them red, because every time I see a low-income building, for some reason it's like brown or red. It's perfect color right there. We're going to make it both the same color. There we go. Let's see, how do we want to add? We're going to add a gate. I didn't even know we had this stored. I mean, I've used the netlines still before. I didn't know we can make hedges with it. That changes everything for me. I'm gonna be making hedges for every freaking building now because I seen that. I'm gonna have like a little gate. This is like this is like some projects, because I'm pretty sure in every downtown there's like a small section of it that used to be, you know, some form of a project. And there we go. Look at that. Something simple, not too much. Just making sure the city looks good, looks great. We're gonna also be finishing this up right here. I forgot about this. Filling this in. I'm gonna be using the static plobbables mod, so that we don't have to keep adding actual buildings when we're doing filler. Look at that. You see how much faster it is when you don't do curvy roads? I think this is why I've always done curvy roads, because I simply do not like wasting the time. It takes so long. And then we're gonna do some more behind it like this. There you go. We have like a perfect complex now. I'm gonna add some of these, then some foliage, some trees and all that. Make sure this connects. Kind of want it to connect. And then we're gonna put some normal concrete right here to fill it in. We're gonna use. I like to use in-game surfaces too. I don't like to always use the modded surfaces, because sometimes I feel like the in-game surfaces look better. Put in some of these right here. Gonna tie it in. We're gonna actually push this to the side a little bit more. Doesn't seem like it's fitting in correctly, like I was in Squad and fit in correctly, which is why I play CD Skylines to 0 people. I'll give views one day. There we go. We're gonna do an industrial fence, because this is gonna be some ghetto ass apartments right here, man. Someone commented today and told me I should build more ghettos. I will. I love building ghettos, man. I grew up in one. So, you know, if you want to see me build some more ghettos, those are my most viewed videos on my channels when I build a ghetto, you know. Even though I feel like they're not that detailed, I feel like there's a lot of YouTubers that do a lot better than I do at my ghetto builds. But, I mean, if you guys like to see them, I'll do them. For sure. We're going to make the grass look a little bit dirty. There we go. Look at that. I pulled this out. I pulled that out. I do a little bit detailing. I do a little bit. I'm going to do an oak tree right here. It's one single tree. There we go. Look at that. We're going to make them the same color. And I'm thinking about destroying these buildings right here. They look kind of ugly. And replacing them with a nice coat of... What do we have in here? I do Southwest back. Yeah, because that building looked ugly. Those like, I don't know why he made the freaking buildings look so ugly in the commercial buildings, just a normal UK or North American ones. They look so fucking dusty, dude. I don't know who wants to use those shits, but they look so good, disgusting. They don't really look that realistic. They kind of remind me of City Skylines 1. Oh my god, I have to fix this area right here. See, sometimes I forget about an area and I need to fix it immediately, and I get embarrassed. Look at that. That looks like a good downtown. I will live here for sure. I'll live here. We got HEB. There's practically everything you need in this city, baby. Oh, look at this alleyway right here. This is gonna be sick. We're gonna decorate this one day. That's a nice looking alleyway. We're gonna for sure decorate that. We're gonna make it black too. Let's make it black. There you go. There we go. And then we're gonna close it off so no one can come in. This is gonna be for trash can only. Only the trash guy can come back here. There we go. We're gonna put some other. I'm gonna hand place the rest of the buildings over here. okay, I'm gonna leave it off on this. I think the downtown is looking marvelous. My PC, for some odd reason, is starting to act up. I mean, probably not for an odd reason. I think it's because of all of the decals I'm using. But yeah, look at the city. It's starting to look good. It's starting to get its own vibe going on. I definitely want to put in some more beach elements, like maybe some more palm trees, something of that nature. Thank you guys for watching. This has been me building another one of my marvelous neighborhoods in Lake Coral. If you want to see this series and you want to see it keep going, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the video. Oh, burp. Sorry. Oh, burp again. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.